I think you will probably have already noticed that some people are trying to touch your hair. Hello everybody! My name is Patricia. I'm 22 years old, I'm a psychology student and part-time model based in Austria. And as you have probably already noticed, I have curly hair, I have coily, kinky hair, you name it. I have naturally curly hair. So I'm a curly girl. Yeah. I have been natural for about 6 to 7 years now, and I can only tell you, it was not the easiest journey. I struggled a lot with finding the right products, finding the right styling techniques, the right styling tools, and the right routine. I was lost. And at that stage, that was easy to be manipulated and easy to be discouraged, you know, because if you're not 100% convinced yet or sure yet that your hair will turn out exactly the way you want it, then it's very easy that somebody can discourage you, prevents you from going further in your journey. And this video today is going to be about some of the very stupid misconceptions when it comes to curly hair. Now, I hope I can kind of help you with this video. So in case you are currently thinking about embracing your curly hair, I hope I can kind of reassure you that there are so many things that are simply not true, so many myths and so many misconceptions out there about curly hair. I very much hope that I can kind of give you a little bit of support, encourage you to stay on your path if you want to embrace your natural curly hair, and let you know that you're not the only one out there struggling, or you know, maybe you don't have curly hair at all and this video is simply interesting for you, so that's fine as well. Alright! Now, let's get started. First misconception is curly hair is unmanageable. Now, this couldn't be further away from the truth. This is so not true. Every hair, in fact, every hair texture, every hair type is manageable, alright? There are always the right techniques and the right products, the right routines that allow yourself to take care of your hair and to manage your hair. While curly hair can of course be a little bit more challenging to manage, to handle, to detangle and stuff like this, it still is very much manageable if you're using the right products, if you're using the right techniques, and if you have a proper curly hair routine. So try different things out, you know, don't be discouraged just because one thing didn't work. It's definitely more difficult if you want to style or if you want to brush through your hair when it's dry, or if you want to detangle your hair when your hair is completely dry. That's not gonna work, or it's gonna work, but eventually it's gonna work, but there's a lot of hair loss, a lot of hair breakage, lots of frizz, pain. That's a very important factor, so you don't want to go that way, right? Then on the other hand, if you are detangling your hair when it's wet, when it's moisturized, when you can simply slide through your hair with a white tooth comb or your fingers, and it's so easy. So, you know, there are different ways and techniques that you can use, and then it's so easy to manage. Now, next misconception. The next one is really just annoying. It's something that I grew up on as well, namely the belief that curly hair is not professional. I grew up in an area where pretty much no one else has the same hair texture than I have. I, as a child, used to believe that I have to straighten my hair to fit in. Every professional field I ever saw, or professional environment I ever saw, was filled with people with straight hair. Nobody there had like hair like I had. But this also roots, of course, in societal beauty standards. Like, societal beauty standards historically prioritized straight hair. So for so many years, the beauty industry and like the popular media actually have promoted the Eurocentric beauty standards, which include rather fair skin, rather thin bodies, and also straight hair. So this, of course, has led many people to believe that professionalism comes along with straight hair, and that only straight hair is professional and polished and looks cute and nice and proper, appropriate for work. The reason why I used to believe that I have to straighten my hair to get to work in the media, to get to work in front of the camera, was because there was such a big lack of representation. You turn on the TV, you turn on your phone, you go on social media, there would be so many people with straight hair, but such a small amount of people that actually would represent curly, kinky, coily hair. That plays a very, very, very big role and perpetuates this idea that curly hair is simply not professional, not good enough. However, there has been a little bit of a shift lately, and I'm super happy about that development, as many more people start to embrace their curls, their kinks, their coils, and their textures, challenging those beauty standards. Many more companies and individuals nowadays are promoting diversity and inclusivity, including different hair textures, different skin tones, different body shapes. As a result, there is a growing acceptance and a growing celebration of different hair textures out there, which I'm super happy about, and I hope this development is going to further develop. Let's see. Let's support and embrace our curls and celebrate them, because it is such a beautiful hair texture. Definitely nothing to be ashamed of, and definitely nothing to be worried about. Also, a little side note, professionalism is absolutely not depending on hair textures or on skin tones or on body forms or whatever. Professionally is defined by one's skills, knowledge, and just like behavior in the workplace. That's it. That's what professionalism actually depends on. So just a little reminder. Next misconception. The next myth would be all curly hair is the same. And this is so not true. I am the best example for that. Because even on my head, there are parts and areas that have different textures, different hair and curl textures. So let's make it very quick. You can differentiate between straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair, coily hair, for example. Wavy hair has like a very loose wavy S shape, for example, whilst the curly hair has a little bit more of a tighter S shape or a spiral shape, like a spirally curly shape. And you can further differentiate between loose, medium, or tight curls. And this would be described as 3A, 3B, and type 3C hair. If I try to find the right category for my hair, I would probably say it's around 3B, 3C. Maybe some areas in the back would be maybe 4A, but like I would say I'm more like a type 3. And then we have the coils, which is actually a very springy shaped curl pattern, which also can be further broken down into 4A, 4B, 4C, and it's super tight, super coily actually, very small, very tight curls. It probably also requires the most care. Curls already are more prone to tangles and stuff like this, and to dryness, so you know, curly, coily hair just needs a little bit more moisture. It needs to be moisturized, hydrated from the inside out, so drink enough water, make sure that you're hydrated, and then of course put moisturizer on your hair. It doesn't matter if it's oil or leave-in conditioner, whatever. I personally prefer putting oil on my hair, but you know, so many other people love using leave-in conditioners, for example. We kind of struggle a little bit more often with, you know, detangling and stuff like that, probably. Alright, it's definitely not all the same. Next, curly hair rumor or myth would be that curly hair is always dry. Nope, it's not. It's really just depends how much you're moisturizing it. I would recommend you put water on your hair first and then put a little bit of oil or leave-in conditioner, because the oil will actually lock in the moisture, and then your hair really gets hydrated and the moisture stays in way longer. It stays hydrated longer than if you would just put on the oil on dry hair. It makes it shiny, but it doesn't really seal in or lock in the moisture, right? So just a little tip. Next is a very important one,
namely that curly hair should be brushed just like straight hair.
No! Nope, it's not good. It's definitely not good, you know. Okay, let's put it like that. It depends. Sometimes, of course, if you want to detangle your hair, you can, of course it's good to comb through your hair to detangle your hair, you know, to reduce those tangles, but Sometimes, of course, if you want to detangle your hair, you can, of course, it's good to comb through your hair. Generally, brushing through dry curly hair just causes frizz, breakage, hair loss, and split ends, stuff like this. So it's not good. Instead, put water on it, put moisturizer on it, use your fingers or a white tooth comb, and then like slowly go through your hair, starting at the ends and then kind of building up your way to the roots. Now, last but not least, the last one's not really a misconception. I would say it's just something I really just want to add here because I feel like a lot of people are experiencing it. I'm experiencing it a lot of times.
When people think it's okay to touch your curls without asking for permission first.
When I go into somewhere in the public and people are trying to touch my hair, they're simply touching my hair without even asking me. And I am sure if you have an afro or simply like curly, kinky, coily hair, I think you will probably have already noticed that some people are trying to touch your hair. And this is simply rude. People, this is rude. Don't do that, okay? If you're telling me, I like your curls, I like your hair, it's so beautiful, that's very nice. That's such a nice compliment. I'm very thankful and grateful for that, you know? And if you really feel the need to touch other person's hair because you're so fascinated by it and you've never ever like felt this type of hair, how I don't know why you like, never mind. If you really feel the need to touch another person's hair, then at least the least thing that you can do is ask them before you're doing it. And they will probably say no because, you know, bruh. The answer might be no, but if it's not, then you have the chance to feel the hair. I don't know, I feel like it's sometimes crazy when people come up and they're simply like, okay, so a little story time. A couple of years ago, like there was a little festival in our city, and at some point in the evening, there were so many people, you know, and you know, you were kind of squished, you know, there were so many people and you couldn't even move. But then at some point I felt somebody from the back kind of pulling my hair back and pulling my head back, and I was like, what the fuck? You know, like I turned around, I was in shock. I was like, literally she pulled me down, you know, and I turned around and the only thing she said was, oh, I really just wanted to touch your hair because I feel like it's so different. Yeah, so crazy, right? This is simply crazy. It's a little weird, but please at least ask, you know, and respect if it's a no. Just respect it and accept it, alright? So, if you are a curly girl, a curly boy out there that has already experienced it, then please let me know down in the comment section. And, well, you know, you're not alone. This is a very common thing, I feel like. I hope this video was kind of informative, this video was kind of, you know, inspiring, supportive. In case you enjoyed watching, please give me a thumbs up, you would really help me out. And click the subscribe button below in case you want to see more of my content, which is definitely gonna come. So please let me know in the comment section below what types of videos you would like to see, because I really enjoy doing those curly hair videos, but I'm also very much open to do other content like vlogs or get ready with me hauls, whatever you want to watch, you know, just let me know and I'm gonna try to do this. As always, thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day, night, evening, midday, lunchtime, breakfast, whenever you're watching this right now. Love you guys and see you in my next video.